Sweet, what's up, guys? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second week of Ōtara 4.0. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. Can you get a small clap just for people who are here and ready to learn and be the next future for all us Polynesians out there. Yeah, see all these bright eyes. But not only just to thank you for our amazing speakers that will be speaking later. Amazing Tamariki and TC coming in late because it's TC, but also TC man, when he was late, man. But also for those of you at home who are tuning in on the live stream, I see you, not literally, but I see you in my heart. So for those of you who are, well, I guess I'll just introduce myself because I was about to read the big ass blurb. But my name is Jess, Ōtara local, yeah, 274, that's us. I'm a filmmaker, videographer, and I will be your host for the multiple different Ōtara 4.0s. And helping me out here.
Kia ora, everyone. My name is TJ, but you can just call me TJ. Yes, I am a composer. I love to make beats, and I also love video games. So this one is near and dear to my heart. I studied digital design for like how many years, and I still haven't made a game. But enough about me, you know.
Games on, games on. Sweet. So for those of you who do not know, I'll just read a little blurb quickly. So Māori and Pacifica only represent about 2% of those working in the creative tech sector. Did you give you some actions already with this? We all want this to change. Ōtara 4.0 is a series of exciting and innovative Talanoa sessions allocated over 5 consecutive weeks. Wednesdays, evenings in May and June. May and June, how do you do May and June? June. Each guest from the creative technology sector will share their career stories and provide insights into their chosen career paths. In addition to having a background in creative technologies, all speakers will be of Māori and Pacifica heritage, and in most cases have a personal link to South Auckland. So basically what that means is over the coming weeks, we'll be running these sessions here where amazing creative people who have big ass careers in sort of the creative industry. Clap your hands every time. Creative. So creative. One word to describe it. But yes, so we'll be getting people in, Māori Pacifica from South Auckland to help explain and inspire our next generation of Tamariki as to the avenues they can take to young on the road. Sweet as. And before we start on those formalities and the speakers, I'd like to invite our Mr. Talanoa there to come and, you know, Māori Pacifica, no other way to start anything except with a good old book. Yeah, my man. Everyone, Bucky my phone.
Probably the first time we in church. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as we invoke on the Lord to bless us this afternoon. Our Father in heaven, we're grateful to be here. We're grateful especially for our faculty, and most importantly, we have our students that are here. Some have no idea why they're here. We're grateful that they are here. May they be blessed to walk out of here with some sort of idea. Kia ora. Also, bless our wonderful presenters, lovely Ray and his supporter, also Amber, who I forgot I knew many years ago. She reminded me, thank you, Father. When you get old, you forget things. But hey, today is a day of memories, so we ask that God bless us have a good day. In the name of my Son, Jesus Christ, we will say, Amen.
Very good. Sweet, so we're just gonna go into a quick icebreaker now while I ask our first speaker to come up and prepare. Yes. Sweet ass, take the floor, bro, take the floor.
Okay, everyone, so today what we're going to do with my awesome assistant here, we're going to do a hand coordination or eye-hand coordination activity. It requires people to watch, okay? And when you see what we're going to do, we're going to get you guys to follow us. We've done this across the world, we've done this with primary children, and honestly, when we get to adults, yeah, neck a minute. Okay, so when my hand crosses, this is what happens. Okay, you see that? When you all say look. Yeah, and when we cross again, yeah, and when we, that's right, that's why you don't have a job. Okay, so, not only you, so what we want to do here is because it's afternoon, yeah, a bit tired, someone said, oh bro, last week was boring. Oh, I can't fix stupid. Anyway, what we want to do here is that we want to spike you up, okay? We will come and do this, and then when the first speaker's finished, we're going to do another icebreaker, but we've got some cool ass prizes. So if you're listening, you'll go home with some awesome stuff, never seen it before. You'll never find it on eBay, you won't find it on Ōtara flea markets because it's the OG original, right? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. Watching. Okay, here we go. And
Oh, it's TC's team. That's right.
Well, wait for TC to come in. Come on, TC, quick. Grab a seat. Okay, turn it on. Let's grab the seat. Talanoa, put your things down. Okay, listen up. We're going to play a little game. Basically, it's an eye-hand coordination. Get my man over here to come over here, Jimmy. This is just to get everyone sparked up and watch what we're going to do, okay? So basically, when I cross my hands, everyone claps, okay? Cool? Here we go. We'll try to rock. Everybody participate. If you're a little bit older than 18 but under 100, you play. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, okay. Come on, TC, you just arrived. Okay, you guys be here all day. Okay. Come here. You know, come here. Okay, ready? Yeah. Watch out. Oh, good. Watch it. Oh. You from TC? Yeah. You didn't go to school today, that's why you need to don't worry about it, baby. Mom loves you. Lucky. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And sharp. Ready? Go. Come on, okay, sorry, because I'm showing you it's like this, okay? Here we go, okay. Nice and slow. Hands up like this. Here, 1, 2. Suddenly, moving your finger does not push. You're the biggest finger ever. Sorry, someone? Yeah, something. Yeah, anything. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. I should have. TC again, eh? TC, you come back and you come in. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Ready? Everyone, come on. Librarian, 1, 2, get. Can we make it snappy and sharp? Ready? And then you might as well do this before I come slap you. Just get 1, 2. Okay, cut. So that I've never seen someone. Your mom was slap you. Okay, sorry. Here we go. 1, 2. Nice. Slow. Okay, this is called eye-hand coordination. You together. Okay, here we go. TC, you ready? 1, 2. For TC, who came late. Can we do this together? 1, 2. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Hey, wait. What school are you from? Third. That's 1, 2, not 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. What we want you to do is we want to beat 8. Okay. Most primary children we do this with, we get 18. But because we're kind of adults, I don't want to put myself through the pain. You can't even get 4. We're going to go for 8. All right? 8, you guys? 8? Not like you ate the food. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, yeah. It's not like you need to eat these things. You're going to eat my hamburger. Okay, why can we do this? Here we go. Yeah, oh, it's not. 1, 2, here we go. Yes. It's okay, you're handicapped. No, just kidding. 1, 2. I'm handicapped too. 1, 2. I'm going to snap you. 1, 2. One more. We can do this. This way doesn't have a job because you guys 1, 2, here. Ladies and gents, welcome to Ōtara 4.0. This is my assistant TJ. He needs a job. I need another job. We're going to have to come back to MC quick. Please give it up for Jesse.
Welcome to Talanoa style community. Yeah. Just kidding. See, there's, yeah. fine, what a cool game, gonna be dancing in the corner, might do a little salsa after this. But for those of you who just tuned in, this is Ōtara 4.0. What are we doing today? We are speaking about games. Yes, game development and the gaming world. And our first speaker, she specializes in AR, augmented reality. I'll try and explain it, but I'll probably kick it. So I'll leave it to her. Can everyone please give a big nice round of applause?
Tēnā koutou katoa. It's really great to be here with you all today. Firstly, a big mihi to Media Design School and the whānau organiser Ōtara 4.0. We really need something like this out south. They never had it when I was a kid, so I'm really privileged to be here. I also want to give a massive thank you to you guys for staying after school. I know when I was at school and at college, there was no way I was going to stay after school for anything. So thank you for making it. Te raroa, ngā koe me ngā tumitinga te atiawa hoki, ko Amber Taylor tōku ingoa, e kai whakahaere ahau I Ōtara Dreaming. My name is Amber Taylor, my whānau hail from top of the North Island, te toi Tokiro, down to Taranaki. I currently live in Manirewa, and I am the co-founder and CEO of a digital tech company called Ōtara Dreaming. And I thought the best way to share my journey with you today is to talk about some of the stereotypes that I've faced when starting our company. Because there's a lot of them out there, and you probably see it all over the news, all over the media, scattered wherever you're looking, all that noise that says that Māori and Pacifica don't belong in tech. Yeah, that's a lot of rubbish. All those stereotypes are made up, and I don't mean this to be rude, but I don't know how else to put it, but all those stereotypes are made up by our old white people, mostly men. So we're going to break a few of those down today. And talk about how we did that, how I grew the company, and where we're heading. So, hopefully I don't bore you to death. So, stereotype number one, tech careers are for nerds and the privileged. That couldn't be any more further from the truth, to be honest. I grew up, I grew up in Ōtara, so lived on Ōtara Street, went to primary. So if there's any touchpads in here for counties, and you know Luke Chapman, he actually lives in the house I grew up in, Ōtara Street. So yeah, grew up in Ōtara, went to Flatbush Primary, then on to Pakatoa Intermediate, and then when I was at Intermediate, my whānau moved, and they moved out to Old Cat, so I went to Ōtara College, which was a really cool school. I liked that, even though it's like Ōtara schools here. Just going to put a plug for my video. No, but actually, I love my time at Flatbush as well. It was one of the best times I feel, and the best for education as well. So when I reflect on where I've got to and how I got here today, I reckon the biggest lessons I learned were at Flatbush Primary, because we went to at that school and it didn't look like it does today. They had like hardly any sports equipment. We didn't have a playground. You know, you had to make do with whatever natural resources were there. So right from an early age, you learn to like hustle, you learn to negotiate, and you learn to make friends with people who have things that you want so that you can have them. And that like really leads outbound to business as well. So I took all these lessons that I learned, and I reckon that's really helped me get to where I am. I had a first taste of computers back when I was 8, and my dad got me a PC that looked like this, which none of you will know what it is, but it's called 64. And this game here, which is Pac-Man Arcade, was my favourite. So I went through school, wasn't the smartest at school. I actually dropped out at halfway through my fifth form, so I didn't finish my form yet. Dropped out, got a job working at a gas station, and then had my first kid at 18. And then it wasn't until after he was born that I decided to go back to university and get myself an education, and got a degree in business with majors in marketing and information systems. And it was while I was at that university that I started getting involved into tech. So I worked for AUT University for 18 years after graduating, and my role there was working with all our professors on the really cool, super amazing new technologies that they were producing for the university. and it was my job to take those out into market. So make sure that community could see what they were doing, really bring tech to the everyday user rather than it being housed up and written about in books. So that was my first taste of tech. That was actually the drone that mapped Antarctica, which was really cool. We did all the sports tech stuff, which is over in there with some of our Olympians, and then I got into the AR/VR space. So you guys all know what augmented reality is? You know your Snapchat filters? That go over your photos to your little dog tongue? That's AR. Virtual reality, does everyone know what VR is? Yeah, so that's when I got into that space, and it was in 2018 that I met my business partner, Isaac Warbrook, and we started a games company, and neither of us knew how to build games. Actually, we didn't even know how to code between us, but we started this games company with no money, no investors, and yeah, no idea what we were doing really, but we had a dream. And we had a problem that we wanted to solve, which was connecting our rangatahi to the environment. And we knew that technology was going to be the way to do that. So we took a bit of a leap of faith and started Ōtara. I did the first pitch to a local organisation out at Manukau. And this was like just this PowerPoint presentation I whacked together. I stole all the images off the internet. There was like heaps of copyright all over it, which is why I couldn't share the presentation after that presentation. But that company actually gave us money to build the first prototype. And that's how we got funding to build our company. So after we launched our first prototype, we launched it at this big event out at Hayman Park in Manukau. And from there, about 8 weeks later, we had our first big contract, and that was one for Auckland Council. And they wanted to pay us a lot of money to do what we had done, only amplified and bigger. So that's how we got to starting the company, which brings me to our next stereotype. You can't build a sustainable company based on cultural storytelling. What we specialise in at our journeys is making mobile games. So you know your Pokemon Go game? Run around and collect Pokemon? We build games like that, only we use our mana whenua stories, our Māori stories, and we use our Māori characters and designs. So everything that we build has Māori Pacifica flow right throughout everything, right down to game design, character design, storytelling. We basically wanted to take the Pokemon Go model and make it relevant to us in New Zealand, to us as Māori and to us as Pacifica. And when we first launched the company, and I was talking at this event, and some investors actually stood up and they were like, oh, that company's not really going to go far, because basically they told it was a dumb idea. We were one-hit wonders, and using cultural storytelling was going to die off. It was a fad. Well, this is Manu. Manu was the first prototype that we built. He travels the country and he talks about the Māori. So he is now scattered in 65 locations throughout New Zealand. He's also in 5 different countries overseas. We won High Tech Awards finalist in 2019 for Manu, the year after starting. And that same year, I was flown over to Hong Kong to present at the Rise Tech Conference, which is like Asia's biggest tech conference in the world. When I was over there were people who were just so fascinated at the Māori story at Manu and all the cool things that he talked about, that they actually invited us to put him over in their countries as well, and he became a part of their space too, which was really cool. For us, same character had Isaac in China at the same time I was in Hong Kong, because they saw the relevance over there too. So we actually took our Māori story to the world. The next game we built was the Ahika Rangers, which is a citizen science game. We won a few as well, but the biggest one was through Unity, and Unity Internet are one of the biggest game platforms in the world. So winning that award with them, they not only gave us money to build the game, but we had access to all their leading world game experts scattered across the world that could give us help and help us build out these platforms to be bigger and better. So Ahika Rangers is still, we're in phase 2 of development at the moment, but we have interest again all over the world. And this one in particular, we're looking to take to Dubai. And then this is our latest one. So if you're listening before when I said I like that Pac-Man game, Tūwhiri is basically Pac-Man where you become, where we turn our game is into Pac-Man, and it's your job to go around communities and collect our Talanoa stories, our Indigenous stories in relation to waste. For every little story that you collect, we give you a digital reward, and that reward is designed to be spent in shops for real people. The cool thing with Tūwhiri, available on the App Store and Google Play. The cool thing with Tūwhiri is nobody's done it before. So Tūwhiri, when we hit the market with that, won awards straight away. Actually, we won a New Zealand Film Commission award for Tūwhiri before we even launched it, which is really cool because it showed the uptake of what we're doing. And it really showed that people wanted our cultural stories, they wanted to be connected, and they appreciated the way that we were developing content and putting it out there into the future, for future generations. So in the 4 years that we've been around, we've won numerous awards, both here in Aotearoa as well as internationally. And we get to actually travel a lot as well. But I think for us, the biggest one was the Unity Award, the Rise one, and then the High Tech one, because we were only a year old when we won that one, and we were pretty proud of that. And this brings me to my last one. I need to change who I am to fit in. Heard that heaps of times from other people who were like, oh, you can't just like rock up in what you're wearing, or you need to change the way you talk, or you know, you need to be smarter, you need to learn about this, all that stuff. I actually didn't change to be anyone. I am pretty proud to be Māori. The company is still 100% Māori owned, and currently my entire team who is up here, all whakapapa Māori and Pacifica, and that's something that we're really proud of. Not a lot of tech companies can come out the back and say that, but we can. And the other thing too that I'm really proud of about not creating change is the way that we run our internships and apprenticeships. So when you intern with us and you're an apprentice with us, we don't want you to change your culture. We don't want you to pretend to be someone that you're not. We actually rely on the way you've been brought up, your cultural stories, your heritage, what you know, as a way to build all these awesome things that we're building. And that's a real advantage in the space that we're working in. So if people tell you to change. And then I think lastly, what I want to leave you guys with is, you know, people, those investors and those people who were rolling out the stereotypes saying that we'd never make it, we weren't good enough, we needed to change, we needed to do this. Well, now those same people are the ones that are coming to us, asking if we can be on their boards, or asking for advice or something, or asking to do something that when we went to them and asked them, they didn't want a bar of it. So this is just like some of the cool stuff we've been doing, with Dubai being the latest trip, which was earlier this year. Yeah, and this is where our culture has taken us. I now sit on boards for the Ministry of Education, looking at how we might change the way that curriculum is designed, how we might use games in education. We do a lot of work with MB, and we do a lot of work actually in creatives in schools. So we have a team that comes in and helps you design game characters, talks about game architecture, and really gets your game portfolio going if that's the space that you want to be in. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, everything that we've done has been solely based on our culture, and that's really how we've taken what we do here in Aotearoa to the world. Kia ora.
I love that idea of, real come as you are. I know, especially for a lot of Māori Pacifica and a lot of industries that we might be foreign to or be seen as foreigners in, there's a lot of shape-shifting that gets done. And you know, when you're your own authentic self and you're in a place where people can support you that way, you can do amazing things. Does anyone have any questions for Amber after hearing that amazing presentation that she gave? Anything Anything spring to mind?
Oh, here we go, right down here.
Yeah, question over here, good sir.
Some of your business's success, could you see, that started from humble beginnings?
Definitely. We started with like no money and no idea how to do anything, so I don't know if it gets any more humble than that. For us, it's really, the company prides itself on being values and driven by Te Ao Māori perspectives and that's something that's woven through our company culture. So we're a people first company, people have a profit all the time.
That's cool. Any other questions out there? Yes,
So I
sir.
just have a question just for our students. I was just wondering, how can what are the requirements for our students to work in, fields that you and your teammates work in? So what do they have to study in particular to be able to work?
It really depends because a games team, there's so many different avenues. So there's like your software development if you're into coding, if you like maths, numbers, that kind of thing, that's your jam. Then go study software development, programming, code. But like Jess, who's a tech artist, I'll see if I can bring her back. So Jess is my tech artist. She's the one that does a lot of the drawing, concept designs, animation, that kind of side. So if you're into drawing, you like playing on Photoshop, Illustrator, that kind of software, Blender, then that's the one that you want to get into. Ben is my game architect, so it's really his job to design gameplay, and he spends a lot of his time playing games too, because we work out what we like in each of the different games, and then we take those aspects and put it into our game, and that's how we make the games that we do. These are my two coders. James is also an ex-hip-hop artist, actually did a lot of work with Dawn Ray. So he has a sound engineer background as well. He does a lot of our voiceover, we'll do like make up all the beats and that stuff, as well as code the games. Maddie, that's my daughter, she's 14, just turned 14. She's actually our content creator, so she does a lot of the social media stuff for us on TikTok, especially for Manu, and she'll come out to events and she'll help us present. And this is Maya just started with us. She's an intern from University of Auckland. She's got a computer science background that she's decided to go down, and she's actually developing a virtual reality game for us at the moment, which aligns, it falls under the health sector, so it's something completely new that we're looking to launch at the end of the year. And that's Isaac. Isaac doesn't have a tech background at all. He's actually specialises in health and wellbeing. So yeah, there's multiple avenues into games. It depends on what you want. I think, like I always say, find what you're passionate about. When I'm hiring people and going through the job description, I don't really look at grades too seriously, because what I need are people who are passionate about what they do. You can teach any technical skill. We brought James in and had to reteach a lot of the programming that he had to do, because we learned different software. So any technical skill you can teach, it's the soft skills that we really look for.
Any other questions in the room?
Just sign up with NPS, expect to see that how students. So, yeah, I think the point here is that graphic design has changed so much. You have multiple skills. The applicability is much better. But if you are doing things like coding, you do have to have a good maths side. It's quite good. Good. Artistry and graphics, all that stuff. Yeah, that's good too. You want to be a photographer, that's also, if you're good looking, because you're all good looking at you.
Yeah.
If you can sing, that really helps too, because like all my team can sing. Or James rap, but Jess sings, Ben sings, Maya sings, and that comes in really handy when we're making soundtracks.
I guess just to wrap up this Q&A session for I have one question, and it's how important is it as like one for we have our culture, for this to create with us? How important is it for the young people to consider having spaces like this?
It's really important. I don't know how else to stress it to you guys. Does anyone use Siri? Or like Alexa or any of those voice activate or Navman? You know, the navigation for Google Maps? Yeah, are you sick of them not being able to roll their R's? Because I am. Like, many everyone, like, Manirewa. It's like Ōtara, it's like Ōtara. That's why we need more brown people in tech. So we have tech built for us, tech that's made by us for us.
Everyone, round of applause for. Sweet, so I'm just gonna hand it over to the Borowski. He's going for another icebreaker while we get our next guy.
Okay, kia ora team. Once again, my name is TJ, and yeah, just going on the back foot of that, pretty mean. I mean, with a lot of the stuff you can do that now if you guys are wanting to, if you're very interested. A lot of the software that is provided, you can just download right now, literally. So, but yeah, let's just have some fun. I don't really want to get too much brainy. So, the game we're going to play, guys, is the breaks. Has anyone heard of this game? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. That's all good. So, that's pretty much just a call-out game. So, all I'm going to say is just break one. All I need you guys to do is do break one. So, this is break one. If I go break one, boom, clap, boom. So, let's give it a try. Break one! Break one! Yeah, I love beats, man. Break one! Break one! Easy. And then the next one we got, man, there's some future producers already in front of me. Okay. So break two is boom, boom, clap, boom. Oh yeah, these guys got it. So break one. Break one. Break two. Break three is boom, boom, clap, boom, 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 clap, boom, 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 clap, boom. Just a little bit harder, just a little bit. I'm pretty sure these guys got it. Okay. Give it a go. Give it a go. Give it a go. And break one. Break one, break two, break three. Okay. These guys got break three. There's two more for you guys to learn if that is okay. Okay? So, break four is boom, boom, clap, da 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 da, clap, da 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 da, clap, boom. Yes. So I do that one more time for everybody, okay? So it's break four. Boom, boom, clap, da 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 da, da 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 da, boom. Yeah, cool. Everyone got it? Got it? Everyone ready to make some beats live? Yes. Okay, let's go then. Break one. Break one. Break two. Break two. Break three. Break four. Break four. Okay, last break, guys. Last break. Just so I can get you guys, even though I know it's COVID, I'm pretty sure you guys just try not to spread it, try not to spread your contact numbers. But yeah, the last one we gotta do is boom, boom, clap, and then to your neighbor, da 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 da, clap, da 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 da, clap. Hey, no violence, no violence, no violence. You can do that, okay, mate. I'm gonna have to take care of you after that. Okay, so, and if you don't have a partner on either side, I'm pretty sure Casper's your mate, you know, just have a little tip on Casper, you know. Okay, everybody ready? Okay, break one, break one, break two, break two, break three, break four, break five. One more time, break five. Break it down. G. Yeah, okay, sorry. I don't want to get too carried away. Okay, and break it up. Can everyone round of applause for getting Thank you guys. Feel hot making that game, but everyone has good eye coordination, so yeah. But in saying that, we do have some giveaways for you guys. So, in saying that, I think I'll probably just ask some questions about the presentation the lovely Amber just had to see if you guys were actually paying attention. Because I was paying attention.
Okay, we got some cool SGs here from lovely Amber. This is Manu. Yeah, but obviously one is not here. You've got the wrong one. So what we have is we've got Spark It Up, we've got NDS, which is a little bit bigger, and even then, you need to work on it. So here we go, we're going to do some Q&As. To get it right, you go home with a T. You don't get it right, we'll see you next week for the same question.
Yeah, easy standard. Oh, and also, as well, there is an augmented reality component to this one. So, if you guys are generous enough with your phone storage, make sure you download the app. Journey.
Let's get Amber to demonstrate.
Yeah,
Check this out, check this out.
Right here, bro. I look scarce.
Kia ora. My name is Maniko, and I'm from the beautiful Manukau. I'm excited to take you.
Yeah, man.
Scan this one, I'll say Talanoa.
Okay, 4 questions. Okay. And please raise your hand if you do know the answer. Okay, hot seat right now. Okay, question 1. What was the game engine, as well as the company that gave them an amazing award for these prestigious? Oh, this is the wrong photo. But yes. Yes. Ooh.
I had it up first now. This guy's mine.
Ooh. Okay. I'll give it to you. Yes. Okay. Question 2. Oh, actually, Amber, do you have any questions you would like to ask? No? Okay, back to me. Yes. How long have they been developing augmented reality for? In years. It was mentioned once. And I have very keen ear, and I might be wrong. I'm hopefully. Okay, yeah, I was just checking. So it's a number. It is a number. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Over there. Teach you in the house.
We'll go with. Yes, sir! Just to confirm, I'm going back on my notes. We've got 2 shirts left. So you may be going home and not actually have to wear your uniform, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Yes. My 3rd question. Ooh, silence. Can everyone go? Can everyone go? Okay. Okay, 3rd question. What was the app that they first developed called? That we just saw. Yes, that was the first one. Yes. Yeah.
What's the first app that they developed?
Yeah. What was it called? What is the app?
It's just a guessing. What was it?
No, that is the recent one. That was a good guess, though, and I can't use that question anymore. But okay, yes, does anyone? We just kind of just saw it. Augmented reality. Kia ora, my name is. Yes.
Was it the Journey of One?
Yes. I'm pretty sure you got some family members to give that away. I mean, you can give it to me if Okay. And last question. Okay. Where was their recent business venture? So they were able to do storytelling and job. Over here. Over here.
Okay, what do we got?
Yes. Awesome, man. Thank you guys for actually having a keen ear. And yeah, be sure to always shoot some questions straight to Amber, a South Auckland native, who's doing some amazing things that we particularly might not feel like we can do. So yeah, and without further ado, I'll just pass back to my friends over here.
Oh, let's give it up for Jesse.
So I'd like to welcome up our next speaker. He's a part of GameTan. They teach kids amazing team building and collaborative skills through virtual games. Everyone give a Loud round of applause. Loud. Big round of applause for Ray.
Hey, hello there, everyone. Hey, so my name is Ray, and I'm owner and co-founder of a company called Ōtara, and then I started another company named GameTan, and then I started a trust named Māori and Pacifica Tech Activation Trust, which is now O-Town. That's all the boring stuff. But I just want to commend Amber for her amazing work being an innovator, you know, and starting new things. And that's how she got all these awards, you know, starting new things, starting new stuff around our culture and our people. And yeah, she got all these amazing awards. Unfortunately, I didn't start anything new. All my stuff is like the stuff that you see all the time. But yeah, just give her another round of applause for this amazing. So I'll just like to start off my journey. So that's me right there. When I was a little baby, that's my mom. So this is when I grew up in Māori. So sorry, I'm 274, I'm 275 this now. No, just me. Yeah, so I was born and raised in Māori, so I'm Tongan. If you guys, yeah, so Tongan, you Tongans here, just you guys. My grandma is Samoan as well, so I like to bring that up once in a while. Oh yeah, my grandma's Samoan. Yeah, so that's me there. That's me and my sister. Just want to show you guys little pictures of us back in the days. That's my full family there, from mom and dad. That's us as kids. But we grew up in Māori, we grew up real poor. So we lived in a garage. That's me there, my cultural clothes, getting ready to do the mako. You know what that is? The Tongan dance. But we grew up in Rotorua. This is my brother. He's trying to do the Māori side. He's too young for that, trying to be represented. But this is actually where I grew up. So you can see, that's me over there. We're jamming the games, So when I was young, we grew up in Māori and we grew up real poor. And because we didn't have enough space in the house, I stayed in the garage with my younger brother and my grandma. Her name's Lloyd. She's actually Fijian, so I got a mix. So as you can see, we stayed in this like dingy ass garage. You can tell the garage lights still up there. You still got the nice aircon coming through the side there for the walls. Yeah. While we grew up, we were lucky to have games. So I started on a game system called the Nintendo Entertainment System. So all the way back in the days, not that old, but yeah, definitely old enough. So I started with the Nintendo, and then one day my dad came home and he was like, "Oh, I bought this." I didn't know what it was, but it was a computer. And it was from my uncle, he's a Māori fellow. His name is Rodney. He scored the computer off him for 200. Yeah. So when he bought that computer, I was able to like play on the computer, but I'll show you some pictures. That's the computer there in the garage. So you can see the Bible there, the good old curtain. Yeah, so that's where I grew up in the garage there. And when we had this computer, I played heaps of old school games. I don't know if you guys heard a game called Do. You guys heard of Do? Yeah. So that's the computer there when it was inside the house. A little bit heaps of stuff in there, heaps of Pac-Mans there. But these are the games that I grew up with. I don't know if you guys know those games. I didn't have space to put the Final Fantasy in there. You guys play that? But I was a massive Halo Big Jammer. That's a Diablo 2, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, so these are the games that that influenced me in my life growing up. These games here. So I was always a big gamer, but these are the games that really changed me, and I'll show you. So Doom was a massive one. So that was a game that I was able to play on my computer. And then a new game came out. And this game is this game. I don't know, does anyone know what this game is? Oh, I was going to say Quake. Oh, let's go. You guys heard of Quake before? It's old school. So when Quake came out, the graphics were like, when I was playing on my computer, I was like, man, why is this game so slow? Whoever made this game sucks. And then I was like, Dad, this game is so slow. Maybe it's the computer. Can you ask Uncle Rodney? And then Uncle Rodney came and looked at me and said, oh, your computer's too slow. You need a graphics card. I was like, what's that? What's a graphics card? So then Rodney said, oh, if you ask your dad for $200, and then I'll be buying you a graphics card. So I went to my dad, Dad, I need this for school. no, I need this for school because like it's gonna help me for my studies. And then my dad said, oh yeah, how much is it? 200. And then he said, oh yeah. And then I gave it to my uncle, and then he got this graphics card for me. This graphics card, Voodoo 2. Yeah, that's what they called it back then. So we had the Voodoo 2 graphics card. And then when Uncle Ronnie came home, and then I was able to install it. He taught me how to install it. So we sat down together, we opened up the computer, and that's when my mind was blown. That's when I was like, damn, like, this is cool as, this is technology. And after we installed it, I played Quake again, and Quake was so smooth. And then with that graphics card, I was able to play Quake 2, then Quake 3, and then I started playing all these other games, and then it was too slow again, I started lagging, and I was like, oh, we need another graphics card. Anyway, so that's basically how I got into tech. So who here likes playing games or stuff like that, yeah? Yeah, into games, phone games, yeah? Yeah, so that's how I was influenced with technology by playing video games. But that's actually the end of my presentation. Thanks for coming down. I'm kidding. So I went on this last night, and I was just like, you know what, I'll just do this last night. So I've got another one here for you. Anyway, so I went through life playing games, and then I took no more jobs. I went to high school. My last year I didn't do this, but I ended up working heaps. Growing up in Māori, there's like, there's a lot of, at my time, there's a lot of gang influences. So I ended up not going to school, and then I went and served the mission, because I remember the Jesus Christ. And then I came back. But when I served that mission, I realized that I really, really wanted to help my family break out of poverty, because we grew up so poor. And then I thought to myself, man, how can I do it? And then like I tried different ways. I went to school, went to uni. I failed at uni. And then I tried different jobs. And my biggest thing was I needed to try to become a manager, a big boss. That's what I thought at the time. But then while I was going through this journey, I found out that the max amount you can get is 130, maybe 150, 150,000 bucks. But then I was like, man, this ain't gonna help my family. How can I even buy a house with that? So then I thought to myself, there's got to be another way. And then I found business. So that's what my actual skill is. My skill set is a business now. So then I started a company with two mates. Me, a Māori fella, one of my best mates, and named Ty, and another guy, a white guy. So it was a Pacific Islander, a Māori, and a white guy. So it was us three. Anyway, we started this company called Ōtara, and then it went downhill straight away because we didn't know what to do. It just went bang, and jumped straight away. And then I came to a point where we had this meeting. This was like a huge meeting for us because this is where we were going to close the business, and that was it. And we were sitting there, and some of us were stressing out, so they were like, they were trying to break the stress with their recreational things. And then they asked me, what should we do? What should we do? And I just looked at them and I said, guys, I think we're going through the wrong direction. What we actually need to do is go with our skill set, what we're passionate about. Just like what Edmund said, what we're passionate about. And I'm huge with customer service. Basically sucking up to people. No, that's not that. But I'm huge with customer service. That was my skill set. So I was able to make a lot of connections. And there were all the technical guys. So then our company started doing well. Our company did well enough for me to start my own company called GameTan, another one. That's the gaming one that you guys are supposed to be here to talk about. And then, so what GameTan is basically what I went through in my life. So I was big at gaming, and I wanted to do something in gaming. That was it. That's what I wanted to do. And that's when I started GameTan. And I've never learned well in school. Like, I've just never done well. Like, I always fail and stuff. I just found it boring. That was just me. Like, you guys might love it, but for me, it was just boring. And so I thought, you know what? Like, maybe I can start a company where we can teach kids through stuff they love, like me. And that was gaming. And our main focus is to get kids or people who love video games, technology, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or whatever it is, streaming, to use that passion to gain a tech career pathway, for their future. Because tech is where it's at right now, like what Edward's doing. Yeah, like amazing work. And then I started GameTan, and then we were making decent money. Like the first 2 years, like stuck big time for me. Like it was very, very hard for me. The biggest thing was because I left my job, and then I was like leeching off my family. I was like freeloading because I went back and lived with my parents, and I told my parents I want to start this new business. And they were like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." And then 3 months later, they were all like angry at me. They're like, "Bro, you're a bum," all this stuff. So I'm the oldest as well of my family. So my siblings, I remember my sister, like they got so bad to a point where my sister was like, "Ray, I don't see you as an older brother anymore." They got really bad. And sorry, this part always tears me up. Well, I remember having to go home, having to go to my bed and just cry because my family didn't support me. And it's basically because they never grew up with knowing about business, knowing like the process. So they just didn't trust me. And I was learning through the process myself. And so I had no support. And for like 2 years when I started this company by myself, I didn't have any support from my family until I just kept working. Like I kept running stuff. I kept running like workshops, courses, programs, all for free. I didn't get paid. And I was real lucky that I hooked up with people that had know. They're at Maniko, it's called Lahe, and they said, "Oh, hey, we love what you do, can you do it over here?" So, and then I was able to run it there. I ran it for free, but I still wasn't getting paid. And then the Ministry of Education hit me up. They're like, "Hey, we love what you do, here's a contract." And like this contract was like my first contract after 2 years, and it was my biggest one. So we were given, I'll just share numbers with you, was 250K for me to start running this company. And then after that, I was so happy and so excited. And then when I paying the bills at home and shouting everybody at home, and everyone's like, "Oh, really? Oh man, this is awesome, son! I'm so proud of you." I'm like, "Shut up." My mom's like, "Son, I believe in you." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's good. But I'm a true believer of mindset. Like, it doesn't matter how smart you are or anything like that, but you have to have the right mindset to keep going through the hardship. Because my family didn't believe in that stuff, they just said, "I'll go get a normal job," and then start studying, all that sort of stuff, and then go, which is good, it works for some people, but it just didn't work for me. And so I had to go through this, just go to bed, just thinking about it, like they hate me right now, they don't like me right now because of what I'm doing, but I know one day they will be thankful because I'm helping them to break out of the poverty cycle and to build a better future for my whole family, not just for me. Like who here wants to buy their mom a house or their dad a house? Yeah, it was just those things that drove me. That's what drove me. So I had huge purpose. Like when I used to do stuff before, I used to just do it because people told me to. But then because I had a strong drive to help my family, to buy a house for my mom, to see my family happy, that's what kept me going. I said, one day I'll be able to help them. And even though I am helping them now, I know I can do better for them. I know I can help them better. And so anyway, so we've got this thing here. Sorry, it's a PDF. But that's me there. So I started this company called GameTan, and now we've merged to Her And basically what we do is what I've explained earlier, just get kids excited about technology and passionate about it, that they can get a job in it in the future. So this is what we basically do, like keep some boring stuff. This is actually our business pitch deck. So I'm just like, I'll just steal it and just use it for today. But yeah, that's basically what we do. You guys will see it in the future or something if you guys want to, but right now it's pretty boring. Anyway, so I was able to bring in like awesome people to help me because to be honest with you, I didn't know anything about business at the time. I just had a strong drive to make it work. And so I was able to find, I wasn't scared to reach out and find mentors. Does anyone have mentors here? Yeah. So I'm real easy, I'm simple when I do stuff. If I don't know how to do it, I get someone who knows how to do it. And I tell them my story and everything, and then they're like, yo, this is so cool, I want to jump in and help you. And I was real lucky to have Luwela join me. She's our CEO of the company. That's me there. When I was a little bit chumps, but still sucks. And then I was able to bring in Gaia, who's I don't know if you guys know A&P building in the Viaduct. It's a massive building. He's the COO of A&P. Talanoa Rapri, she married a famous singer, I forgot his name, but yeah, she's in Auckland Unlimited. Lance Bigwood, he owns his own companies as well as businesses. He was actually my mentor, Lance. And then I got these other guys. So Brent, he works for Datacom, big manager of Datacom. You guys did pretty boring for you, but Dwayne, he works for Amazon. You guys use Amazon before? Yep. So we were able to bring on Dwayne. He works for Amazon Web Services. He's also in the PwC building in town. And Andy Lowe, also a big manager in creative arts. So I was able to bring all these awesome people that help me expand and grow. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm real simple, when it comes to doing stuff. Like, for me, if I don't know how to do anything, I'll reach out and ask for help. Like, if you don't know how to do business, if you don't know how to do your homework, reach out and ask for help. And that's pretty much how I got into business. And then I remember one day I sat down with my family and I said, guys, I'm sick of shouting everybody. I'm sick of helping you on. I'm sick of paying all the bills. And then I said, I want you guys to start your own businesses. And then I said, Winston, I want you to start an e-commerce business. And then I gave him the website. I said, this is where you're going to learn, this is how you're going to do it. And I said, Mary, this is how you start your own food company, since you like making desserts. And then I said, I don't know where to start, so you're on your own, but we'll help each other. And then I said, Jade, what do you want to start? She said, I don't know. But my sister Jade, she has high anxiety, really high anxiety. So this is not, business isn't for her, because for her to go to a business meeting, she shuts down. So it's not for everyone, business. And now my brother started his own e-commerce company, and he sold heaps of different products online. And this is one of his latest ones. Who here watches anime? Yo, I'm a big anime watcher. So if you can tell me who this character is. Goofy, yep. This is his latest transformation. Do you know what it is? Oh, let's go! Yep, so he sells these shirts. He's doing a launch next week. My sister started her own desserts company, which is doing well. And then one day my mom was like, son, how are you gonna start a business? I said, Mom, what do you want to do? And she said, I want to make paikakai and sell it. Who knows what paikakai is? Yeah. It's a Tonga dessert. And then my mom started selling it, and then I got back to her a month after, and she said, son, I'm too tired. I can't make more than time. And I said, oh, that's okay, Mom, that's okay. And then we had our business meetings. We like to have business meetings with my family, and I said, Mom, I think like for your business, have you ever thought about putting a modern twist to it? Because if you know paikakai, there's only one flavor. That's it. It's just one flavor. And then I said, Mom, what about making different flavors? Like paikakai with different flavors? He said, son, that's not allowed. You can't do that to paikakai. I said, oh no, honestly, Mom, if you do let's say like salted caramel flavor, or even fruit like mango flavor, and then she goes, oh son, no, that's not Tongan. So I told her, and then later on she was like, okay, maybe I'll think about it. But yeah, so today I basically just wanted to come to you guys and just share you guys my journey on how I came from a really poor place, and I'm still making my way there, still learning a lot. It doesn't stop, you just gotta keep going. And I hope you guys can relate to the stories that I've shared. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that tech isn't for everyone, business isn't for everyone, but definitely use that mindset and just never give up. Never give up on your dreams, never give up on your goals, and have that drive. Whatever it is, whether it's you got a nice business or a nice vista, you want to work hard for them and build a strong future. Whether it's you want to help your grandma, your family, if someone in your family is really sick, and you want to make use of money so you can help them. Whatever it is, use that mindset and just never give up. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Any questions for Ray? Really basic presentation, man. Thinking about my family and stuff. Any questions for Ray?
Oh, thanks, nice.
Yes, question over here.
What's the favorite stuff?
Well, she makes like these fancy bougie like desserts. I forgot what it's called to be honest. I think it's called dipping in finesse. Let's go. Sorry, that is yeah, it's called dipping in finesse. No G and after dipping.
Can we buy from her?
Hey?
Can we buy from her?
Oh yeah, you can. It's called that is Kakai. It's on Facebook. I did all the Facebook stuff for her, so if you want to search that up. Yeah, we don't have the flavors out yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
You served your mission, when did you start?
Oh, I'm 34 now. So I served in 2007, right after high school. And the reason why is because my dad said, son, you're not gonna last. You should serve anyway, because you're not gonna make it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll prove you wrong. So I went. Yeah, so I served for those 2 years. Yep.
Where are you from in Tonga?
I'm from, my mom is from Nuku'alofa, my dad's from Ōtara. Yeah, but my dad's family was Samoan, they're from Savahi. Last name Philo. Yeah. They asked me about my Fijian side, I don't know.
Any other questions in the audience? What's the Ray here? I have a question. What's your top 3 games of all time?
Oh!
Right now. Quite recent.
Recent.
What time have you recently?
What's your classic 3, and then what's your 3 for the nowadays?
My classic 3 would be, one would be Metal Gear Solid, probably Final Fantasy 7, OG, and maybe Tekken 5. In the new games, I would say Elden Ring, I've played that.
Yes.
I'd say maybe the updated Fortnite, maybe. Pretty good. And I do like Warzone as well. It's pretty good.
Yes.
Any other questions? Sweet. And I guess my last question for you, same as what I asked Amber, is how important is culture for you in navigating the spaces that you
Yeah, culture is very important. Like that's what makes us different from the rest. You know, that's what makes us different from the rest. And we've got so much like untapped culture, like the stories that Emma does. Like she's the first for a lot of things because no one else is doing it. No one is sharing our cultural stories. I wanted to ask Emma if she can make like a Assassin's Creed, but a Māori one. Let's go! Yeah, that'd be cool as or like, you know, even like the Assassin's Creed, like Tonga or Samoa, you know, even like a fighting game with just like our cultures, you know, using our fighting style. But then, you guys might end up fighting it. Yeah, like it's really important, especially in the, like it's, I'll be real about it, like in the corporate world, it's different. Like, you may have to, you'll have to follow their stuff first before you're able to be your full self. Because it's like, if you work for Amazon, they've already got their culture set. If you work for Google, they already have their culture set, which is, you know, wear a suit or whatever it is to go to work. But then, like, the reason why I'm being real with you is because once you do get into those roles, and then when you reach the top, then you can do whatever you want, you know, be yourself. But if you go and work for a company like Amber, who's 100% Māori owned, that's so cool because you can be yourself, like be your real self, because that's part of the company. But if you're gonna work for, I wouldn't say white company, but if you work for like those companies, then you'll have to follow their ways. Like with my company, like when we run our programs and work, it's so chill because I'm the big boss, so I just tell them, you know, they can wear like their own sneakers, you know, they can wear whatever. It's easy. We say prayer when we start work, stuff like that. So it's real easy. And I'd love to see more Māori and Pacifica companies, you you know, so that we can have more of the, our cultural roots embedded in our businesses and companies, and to teach others as well. Yeah, so it's really important. Yeah.
See that? Another round of applause. Sweet. We've come to the end of our second week of Ōtara 4.0. I just want to ask you guys to give yourselves a round of applause. I would just like to present a little real offer for our two speakers today on behalf of the Ōtara 4.0 team. We have here, these are pendants from the students of Sir Ed Collegiate, made out of the boards from Sir Edmund Hillary.
Oh, thanks everyone. Thank you.
For a photo, and I'd like to invite Mike's up here. Can we get Yoka up here too? Yoka and Mike are part of the team that helped put all of this together. If we could get a round of applause for them.
Sorry guys, my voice is a bit quiet. And thank you so much, every young person in this room for waiting after school. I just want to let you know, Amber and Ray, that it's also Mea Ropa and Koha from Hillary House. And that it was made with a laser printer by especially the middle school of Sir Edmund Hillary Collegiate. And the tiles were the original tiles of the house of Sir Edmund Hillary. We built the house, which we're going to be like. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll hand that over to you. Thank you.
And I'd like to hand it over to. Oh, you still in the photo?
I got it.
I'd like to hand it back to my brother Talanoa to close us off in the local, and then everyone may be dismissed. Sweet as. Let's go.
You know, they say in Samoan that with vela fala, the mat is warm. If you sit in Tonga, it's called more fala. So I don't want you to burn your bottoms on the seat there. So on that note, we have been highly entertained, edified, and we've actually been able to connect. What's really important here is you seeing yourself in their shoes, because that's what this is all about. You can see yourself. If you can see it, you can believe it. If you believe it, you can do it. And that's what this is all about. From Amber to Ray, we laugh at the stories because we can connect with it. We have parents that are like that. It's not their fault. But we can change that if we work together. Both the schools, industry, yourselves. But we need you. You know, Opito Source shared today when he announced the PT. At the MIT, you are the next generation. It will be upon you to carry the country. And if we can get you to high-paying jobs where you can own your own company, you can do all the things that you've always wanted to do. First, be Samoan, be you, be Tonga. Second of all, help our whānau, our whāmini, help each other. And third, prepare the next generation, which will be your children that will come. Pick up what you've created. And so today, you know, last week was all good, this week's better. This is just the beginning, okay? I said earlier in our prayer, some of us weren't quite sure why we're here. Well, I think we just sort of added a spark in you. We want you to come back next week. We want that enthusiasm. We need you to be here with us as we walk together side by side. And on that note, let's have a good care. Bless us so we can get home nice and safely. Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for this time we've had to come together with our young youth, our leaders within the schools, our industry leaders, who are Māori, who are Pasifika. We're grateful for all that they do. We're grateful for the wairua that we've felt, the nunga their tour that has been present with us in our Talanoa and our kōrero. Bless us now as we bring our day to a close, that as we depart from here to return back to our homes, to our families and our loved ones, we take with us a renewed spirit of inspiration and possibilities that are beyond what others may think. In the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Good luck. We'll see you guys next week. All right. Bravo, bravo, yeah.